Hello. Before I get started, I'd just like to say the music that you hear in the background is not my own. I have no rights to it. I'm going to be reading out of the King James Version of the Bible, Psalms 44, verse 1. And it reads as follows: We have heard with our ears, our God, our fathers have told us what work thou doest in their days, in times of old. Again, I will read it again. I'm reading out of the King James Version of the Bible. King James Version of the Bible. I'm reading Psalms 44, verse 1. We have heard with our ears, O God. Our fathers have told us what work thou doest in their days, in times of old. I want to encourage the older people that know the Lord, that God has done something with. Please pass it on. Please tell your children. Please tell your grandchildren. Let them know how good God is. Let them know about your struggles and how God brought you out of it. It says, we have heard. Our children need to listen. I thank God that my mother and different people in my life had told me about the goodness of God. They have told me the power of God. They have let me know that there's nothing too hard for God. Somebody sat down and told me, whether it be in a Sunday school class or just, a neighbor telling me the goodness of God, my parents telling me what God has done. We need to hear. Our younger people need to hear from you. Yes, so that they know what kind of God that we serve, so that they can know Him personally themselves. It says, we have heard with our ears. Our Lord, our God, oh God, our fathers have told us. Not only the fathers, but the mothers. Mothers, we need you to tell. Tell how God made a way when you didn't have nothing in that refrigerator. Tell how God made a way when you didn't have no money in the bank, that you couldn't make the bills. Let them know that life wasn't always easy. Tell them how God made a way out of no way. Tell them how when you didn't have money to take them to the hospital and you had to put that blessed oil on them and pray, and God healed their bodies. People need to hear. Our younger generation needs to hear about the goodness of God. We don't need to hear all this badness what's going on right now. We're living in the last and evil days, but we still serve a good God, and we need to tell it. It says, we have heard with our ears, O God, our fathers have told us. What are you telling your children? What are you telling your grandchildren? What are you telling your nieces and nephews? Tell them about God. Let them know that God is a deliverer. Let them know that God is a way maker. People need to hear. Please tell your story. Please share your testimony. Somebody, the younger generation, needs to hear it. They need to know that there is hope. God bless you. That's all I have to say today. Is please tell your story. Share how God made a way out of no way. Again, I read Psalms 44, verse 1. We have heard with our ears, O God, our fathers have told us what work thou doest in their days, in times of old. I am a blessed generation because I heard about the goodness of Jesus, and I am passing it on to the next generation. My young son, my young daughter, you can make it with Christ in your life. I love you very much. Tell of God's goodness. Somebody needs to hear it. Good night.